All right, afternoon. Welcome to day 4. Actually, it's the completion of day 4. And I hope everyone's doing really good, really strong. All right, it's hard to believe that we're over halfway through the first week of this challenge. And, I've really enjoyed getting back into the groove of things. And it's been really great seeing many of you all jumping in, getting a part. In fact, the thing that I'm seeing that I love, it's the theme, and it's something that's so dear to me, even though the theme is, back to the basics, right? We're getting committed, we're doing these things. But something that I'm noticing that everyone is doing is we're just trying to get better, right? I made a better choice. I did something better with my time. I'm getting better. And that's exactly what I want us to do. That's what I'm focusing on, is getting better, because that's all you can do, is devote yourself to getting just a little bit better every single day. And, to recap, so far we've talked about desire, understanding that there is something inside of each and every one of us that we have the desire to do this, but we have to fuel that desire to overcome other desires in our lives. And we've also got to get crystal clear on what it is that we're pursuing. We have to have goals in mind. We have to have goals that clarify exactly what it is we wish to accomplish. It's the outcomes that we're looking to achieve. And we also found out yesterday that we have to know our why. There has to be a driving reason, a reason to drive in our goals, to keep us bound and to keep, not bound, but you understand what I mean, to keep us committed, to keep us grounded, to say, hey, when the winds begin to blow and everything gets crazy, I'm anchored by my reasons, because why I'm doing this, the purpose behind it, is what's going to keep me grounded when everything gets a little turbulent, right? And so today, I want to leave you with this thought, with this word. And to me, this is the word, and it's discipline. That's right, it's discipline. Because up until this point, it's been very esoteric, right? It's been kind of up in the air. It's been, okay, we're imagining who we want to be. We're following these desires to do better and to be better, right? We know why we want to do it. We want to do it for our family. We want to do it for our church. We want to do it for our communities, right? We've done all of these things. But now what we actually have to do is begin to create steps of action that will bring us into our goals, the outcomes that we're searching. And it's disciplines. And by the way, let me just say this. Discipline is going to be the thing we work on the most. It's the thing we work on every single day. Because the better you become in disciplines, the more confidence you build to have greater disciplines. In fact, it's funny, I'm shooting this video because I had a competing desire come against me for this video. I about didn't shoot it because, we've got some family. We've had a great evening here at the house. We've cooked dinner, and it's just been a great time. And guess what? We're still going to have a great time. But I know this. I committed to doing these videos. And by the way, I'm not saying that this makes me better or than anyone, but it does make me better than I was maybe the last time I ever tried doing something. It makes me better than yesterday, because yesterday, right, I was able to get the video. Today, I had a struggle, but I said, no, I'm going to commit and discipline myself to doing this video. So in our journey together, the goals that we have will only be accomplished by submitting ourselves to the disciplines. And by the way, the discipline, that's where it meets, that's the rubber meeting the road. That's the hard part, the difficult part. It's the part that actually builds the character that we were talking about with goals. That is, it's more important about who you're becoming than what you even achieve. Well, the disciplines in your life are what direct you and build you and actually help you become that better you. And the better you get, right, the more you grow. Because I will tell you this, a lot of people talk about confidence. I don't have confidence. I have a hard time making commitments. I have a hard time putting myself out there. Whatever it is, it's a connection to confidence. I will tell you this, your lack of confidence will always be connected to an area in your life that you're not disciplined in. And here's why. I experienced this. Where we don't have discipline, we don't have self-trust. We don't trust ourselves to follow through with the things that we said we were going to do. Therefore, there's a subconscious level that we do not trust ourselves. Therefore, we don't make the commitments that we know we should keep. We know what we should do, but we don't because we don't have the confidence that we're going to keep it. It's kind of like that blank statement or that loose commitment, if you will, of, hey, yeah, we should do that, da, 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 da. Well, you were never committed to it. Believe it or not, unkept commitments just like that, loose statements just like that, actually erode your confidence as well, because now you're telling someone something that you don't believe yourself. So what happens is discipline is the steps. Again, it's the path that's going to help us to move towards the goal. Move towards, and again, every step you take, every time you do a discipline, it changes who you are. One of my mentors said it like this: everything affects everything else. Everything affects everything else. I know that sounds simple. I know you're like, duh, of course, everything affects everything. Or maybe you're a little cynical and you're like, I don't believe that. I don't think everything affects everything. Okay? I'm just merely saying that if there's an area in your life that you're struggling in, some way, some shape, form, fashion, it exists in every part of your life, right? If you procrastinate in one area, more than likely, you're procrastinating in other areas. If there's an area you don't have confidence in, more than likely, you probably are having the same issue in another area. Now, consequently, here's the great thing about all this, okay? The great thing is, if you have discipline in one area, you're more likely to start building discipline in other areas. See, it's the power of personal growth. Personal growth, when you begin the journey, you don't have to start out the gate and be this perfect person. The truth of the matter is, discipline starts with one decision every day. Every day. I'll give you a great example. In my fitness journey, all right, I kept my commitment and my discipline very simple. It was a program. It was simple. I said, okay, look, I'm going to take this meal shake in the morning. I'm going to take a meal shake in the evening or lunchtime rather. I'm going to eat a healthy lunch, dinner, okay? And in between, I'm going to take the vitamins, right? I'm just going to do those simple things, right? But even more simple than that, in my fitness, I just said this: I'm going to exercise 5 times a week. Just simple things that if I could, even there, you can tell, I didn't trust myself to work out every morning. I said, at least 5 times a week, because I didn't have the confidence that I would commit myself to doing the things that I knew were good for me, right? And I'm not saying you shouldn't have, that's not what I'm saying. All I'm simply saying is it only takes a little bit of effort, doing one thing a day. It could literally, for you, the thing that could change your life today might be something as simple as doing a few push-ups. It could be something as simple as drinking 1 extra cup of water in the morning. It could be as simple as keeping a bedtime schedule. Now, some of you right now, you're like, I don't buy that. That's why we got the challenge. That's why we have the challenge, because the challenge is to stretch your identity, to stretch your belief, and to give you this opportunity to put things to the test. Now, let me say this. Anything that you put to the test, you have to give it a fair shake. All right? That's what I did. That's what I did with Herbalife. When I found Herbalife, I said, hey, I'm going to give this a fair shake. Funny, a shake, right? And it changed my life because I followed it through, right? I started doing the push-ups and all that kind of stuff. I'll tell you this beginning of the year is when I started really my fitness journey, even though they kind of work together. But up until this point, I wasn't lifting. I wasn't doing any of those things. And the beginning of the year, we got into the gym. And when we did our 30-day challenge, my commitment, my discipline was I got to get to the gym every day. Every day. Even if I'm not working out, I just got to get to the gym. Because if I show up, if I tell my body to get up and do the things necessary to get me to the gym, I know this. The other disciplines will follow. It only takes one. It only takes one good decision repeated over time to build a discipline that all of a sudden you begin building other disciplines. Now, we're talking about health and fitness, but this applies in your everyday life, everything. Your spiritual disciplines will change the way how sensitive you are to the Spirit. If you could develop, maybe you have a desire to read the Bible every day. Well, let me tell you this. Don't start off doing a year program. You don't have the confidence yet. If you've never read the Bible all the way through, the worst thing, in my opinion, you could probably do is try to do a full year plan. And you know, that's what we do at New Year's. Let's just face it, guys, these New Year's resolutions, if they worked so well, we would all keep them. We would all have change. But the truth is they don't, because we never become the person that's necessary to fulfill those changes, because we never built the disciplines. We just come out the gate and think that everything's going to be different just because the calendar changed. The truth is the calendar has nothing to do with your change. You have all to do with your change. And if you will do the simple things, if you will humble yourself, see, that's the other thing. It takes humility to submit yourself to the disciplines that seem insignificant, and patience in order to see them through and actually begin to build those muscles, right? Those muscles of discipline, the muscle to go and be in your prayer closet, to read the Bible, to do better at your job, to show more cheerfulness and joy, to read the books that are necessary to change your life. Like all of these things, listen to me. I'm getting close now, right? Whatever it is that you are looking to accomplish, your goal, you need now to ask yourself, what disciplines are required of me to get to this goal? And by the way, you're not going to just overnight get it done. So you have to start very simple. This 21-day challenge, it's a simple challenge, right? It's simple. Drink more water, get better rest, get some exercise, improve your nutrition. Just get better. That's a great discipline. The discipline of getting better. Little things over and over, right? Maybe the first week you drink an extra cup of water. Maybe the second week you add another cup, and then another cup, and then another cup. And then all of a sudden, you go from somebody that never drinks water to a person that's fully hydrated at all times. You just try that and see what happens in your life. All of a sudden you said, oh, I can't read books. I can't do all this. And all of a sudden you get on a plan, just a simple devotion plan, right? I love the on the Bible app, they have these simple devotion plans where it's literally a 30-second read and a couple verses. But I'll tell you this, it builds the muscle required to go the full distance. If you want to start reading the Bible, find the one chapter books and finish them over and over again, right? Because you build the small disciplines to get the confidence to get the big disciplines, right? You're on a journey. You know what you want. You've got a goal in mind. Now what you've got to do is you've got to build the disciplines. And we're going to talk about building specific disciplines the rest of our time on this 21-day journey. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you have a great night. We'll see you tomorrow for day 5.